Welcome back to another episode of Star Trek Online. And last time we freed an Orion captain who was actually somebody that we prevented from destroying the Bolian freighter several missions ago. But now we're going to go on to Secret Orders in the Briar Patch. You may have noticed this from one of the Star Trek movies. As a matter of fact, I can't remember which one, but that's fine. You may also notice this right here. This is a Foundry mission. This is one of the really cool user community aspects of this. A lot of people are creating their own content for the game. So things that you can do, that you can play in the game. If you have a story idea and that takes place in the Star Trek universe, you can use this Foundry tool to help create different missions. And you can also put it, you can say that I wanted to start in the Briar Patch, for example, is what this is. And there will be one in the Briar Patch. Now, these aren't every single mission that takes place in the Briar Patch. These are some of the best missions that take place in the Briar Patch. If you don't want to see that, you can just pop that there like that, or pop it open. But what we're going to do is we're going to begin Secret Orders. So, time to close that. Let's begin. Of course, we're also going to have to be on the lookout for the Delta Recruit module. Unfortunately, also, I did not get photon torpedoes. So, we'll have to see how things go. Oh, and I clicked through that very, very quickly. I think if we modify the Bussard collectors to filter out any percentage of the Metreon particles, then we could use excess energy to go full impulse without any risk to the ship. Too risky. We'll adhere to Starfleet guidelines on speed for this mission. Okay. These are not actually enemies. This is just Metreon gas that I'm going. This is a tactical decision. I have to be very careful while I'm shooting.
Shields have failed.
Okay, I am going in the right direction. Yes, that's good. The Metreon gas causes a bit of a cascade effect with regard to the explosion. So I am going to have to be extremely careful. Oh, that's another ship. You know what I'm going to do? Because you're so close to that, I'm going to blow that up. I did not realize that you were an actual ship. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind. It's just a little bit of action. Use this. Increase power to the weapons. Do that. Drain your shields a little bit. Okay, didn't drain your shields a whole lot, but that's fine. I'm not trying to drain your shields, I'm trying to blow you up. See how this goes. I totally forgot. There's actually, aside from pockets of Metreon gas, there are actual ships in this place that I have to fight. So that was. It was a bit of a surprise and a shock. And I was happily going along, shooting at pockets of Metreon gas, and then suddenly this one target decided to fire back. I didn't even pay any attention to it. I think there's another one. Yep, there is. Yep, there's another one. Ooh, hey, hang on a second here. Can I? Oh, yeah! That worked. See, that's something you can use for your tactical advantages as well. If you have something like this, like Metreon gas, that is very volatile, you can actually use that to a tactical advantage. And if you know that it's going to be extremely volatile, then shoot it. Like in this case, we got this guy down here who's shooting at us. Well, it's just a heavy disruptor with no shield and all this, but that's fine. We need to destroy that anyway. So as it says in the mission layout, we have to destroy the Klingon turrets. This is one of those turrets. They aren't shielded, which is fine. Which means that there we go. It's destroyed. There we go. That's a bird of prey. And that's a fighter. And he's getting injured. That's fine. I don't mind that so much. There's another one. I want to deal with you first. I don't really care about the fighter. The fighter is the fighter. We're not going to worry about that. Yeah, he doesn't have any... He's actually going, his hull is going down painfully. So, we're going to do that. See if that helps. There we go. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I need to do that. And this is the guy that we need to shoot or destroy. That's what we're doing. We're destroying 2 Klingon turrets, and then I have to destroy that fighter behind me because it's a pain in the butt. Yes, this would be going so much better if I had torpedoes. Not going to worry about that now. That's my fault. I should have realized. Oh, there's 2 fighters. How dare they both be shooting me? Okay, where is he? There he is. If it didn't take that long to deal with that one, predominantly because of the fact that it's a fighter craft. You don't expect a fighter craft to actually go toe-to-toe against a starship. And we're just going to destroy some Metreon gas pockets. Maybe that'll help destroy more Metreon gas pockets, which will destroy a target. Okay, now I have to defeat defenses and beam onto the research station. So as I cruise along, what I'm going to do is I am again going to shoot at pockets of Metreon gas. Maybe, just maybe, these pockets of Metreon gas will actually assist in bringing down some of the defenses, which is, you know, it's possible. Doesn't look like it though. That over there looks suspiciously like some things that could hurt me. I'm gonna have to be very careful. Some more Metreon gas. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna... Not exactly sure how that's gonna work. We are cruising in closer. We are getting a lot closer. There's a pocket of Metreon gas right there. I'll be hitting that one very, very soon. I'm not too sure. I don't think that will damage what I need to damage. Is it another pocket of Metreon gas behind me? That's... There we go. Well, it's not doing the chain reaction thing. It's a little bit disappointing, but that's fine. That was stupid. There is a disruptor beam turret right there. Oh, and while we're doing that, another pocket of Metreon gas. This is almost. We're going to keep ourselves shielded, or obscured, not shielded, obscured. But even though we're within 10 kilometers, so things could start firing at us. You still can't fire behind a rock. On the Metreon gas right there. Use that to our... No, it didn't work. Oh well. And there we are. I think I'm just going to sit here. Enterprisey. As I sit here. Let's see here. What's a track fire? No, I don't know a track fire. Strategic maneuvering. I think I'm on the one that I want right now. This would work so much better if I actually had one of my crewmates who had the skill to fire at will, which is I don't think it's called fire at will, but it's one where you can have your beam, like your phaser beams, do damage to multiple targets, which is quite helpful, especially if you got 2 or 3 targets that are firing at you at the same time, because you can do some damage to them. And the nice thing is that the phaser beams actually do damage to shields as well as to the ship. So while you're attacking your main primary target, you can also be attacking 2 secondary targets. They'll be doing damages to the shield. So by the time you are ready to actually deal with them, they will have had considerable damage done to their shielding. Okay, now we've got this one up here. See, I can't, it's not tabbing to that one because it's not visible for some strange reason, even though it's within 4 kilometers. There we go. See, now I'm within 4 kilometers of it. It's decided that I'm a great target. And I'm going to hit that. It's not letting me, there. Oh, it is. Okay, things are going not too badly. I think that enemy beyond there, I believe that's actually a Klingon ship. Doesn't matter though, because I've already destroyed the defenses of this thing. So I'll be beaming down to the facility shortly. There we go. And all my crew is coming down with me. And we'll be taking a look at what is on that research facility. Okay, there are several Klingons here, but my tricorder also is picking up 2 additional life signs in the area ahead. Hostages, maybe? Maybe. Take out your weapon. Let's scan around this opening area first as everybody runs around me like a central position, as though I am a planet or I am a star, and they are all planets in this type of system. Wow, that was a little bit more dramatic than I wanted it to be. I know we're not going to that door, and I know this door doesn't open to anything, predominantly because of the fact that it doesn't display anything on my minimap. Whoa, that worked quite well. There we go. Continuing on. You know, to be honest, I really wouldn't be standing next to a door if it's going to explode. I don't understand why the doors have to explode. What's the deal? Why can't we just override some security measures and then be done with it? But right now, of course, I've got to deal with some more Klingons. So we're not going to worry about that too much. There we go. Oh, I got a disruptor. You may notice that, obviously, when you're doing something in a ground mission, you get ground items, like kits or shields or armor or something along those lines. But when you're doing something in a space mission, that's when you get all the space-related materials. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I should be reading these, maybe. I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but ask fast. I'm going to take the shuttle. I'm going to the shuttle bay and get out of here. Okay. What do you know about the weapons here? The Klingons are planning something big. They have been forcing us to design weapons. They want improved disruptors and torpedoes for the ships, but some of their demands have been very specific. Specific, how so? They want a weapon that can punch through solid neutronium, which is impossible, and they keep talking about torpedoes with payloads big enough to destroy a small planet. Were any of you successful in designing these weapons? There are prototypes of some of the new weapons in the laboratory here, as well as schematics on the base computers. If I were you, I'd destroy the prototypes and the schematics. Neither side needs that kind of destructive power. Okay. Both scientists are safe, sir. I suggest we locate these weapons. We can set up explosive charges and remotely detonate them when we return to the ship. Good idea. Let's go. Plus, there's also something over here that we need to take a look at. Recover Iconian data.
These will help. The Iconians' advantage against us is their technology, but our researchers have been hard at work to find a way to counter that. We've survived the Borg, we've defeated the Dominion. There's no challenge Starfleet can't overcome.
That's a good point that he brings up there. That is a very good point. The Borg and the Dominion are two really, really difficult opponents. Okay, we're breaching the doors. I got my head stuck. I should be dead. I honestly should be dead. With my head stuck in the door like that and an explosion, there's no way. No way. Okay. Backing up. Actually kind of helped, so cushion the blow so I didn't actually get knocked down. This way? No, but there is a case. And it would be a good idea to open that case. Small shield charge and a hypo spray, that's a good thing because those are always good to have handy. Okay. Busting in once again. And let's start shooting. Oh, you're gonna... Are you gonna... Yep. Switch to his batleth. There. Take your batleth out on me. Okay, we've got a crate to open here. Everybody's running around me. And we go up here, and we place the spatial charge. There's one. Okay, I want to deal with this over in the corner first before I go anywhere else. There we go. We're doing quite well. We're doing very well. Very pleased. It's just, yeah, you don't need to run around to the other side. Because it's right there. Ooh, got right there for a second. Lots of goodies. Lots and lots of goodies. Oh, I did forget one. There's a missile right across the way, so I'll get this missile. So there we go. Why? Joy's getting his head stuck. Is there anybody over there? No, there's nobody here, so I can deactivate this missile quite easily as well. Ship scanners indicate a computer core in your vicinity. Can you upload its contents to the Saskatchewan A? May give us insight into how many Klingons are playing. Whoa! And that's amazing that you were able to say that because you're standing right next to me. Not that I'm going to have to worry about that. Okay, I'm going to get this first, then I'll overload the computer core. There we go. That's what we needed to get rid of. Or that's what was coming after us, and that's the last thing we need to worry about. There we go. Raised research. We are done here. We even got the Iconian bit, which is pretty awesome. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay. Here's Ambassador Bavat. I know you would find my weapons research station. Blah, 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 blah. Klingon better than you. Blah, 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 blah. Remote detonation. I'm going to go out on a limb. Oh, that was good because they're all sitting out there in the Metreon gas particles. So now we're going to be in battle situation with a bunch of people. Oh, he went behind a meteor. Poop. Get out from behind there, you idiot. Chicken. Oh, I hope this didn't take long. If one of you drops photon torpedoes, I'm taking it. Oh, poopy. I want to deal with your shields and drain them so I can actually like do some damage to you. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we're not doing so well. We may have to do some retreating here. As you may notice, there is some battle damage to my ship. Oh. But then again, we are fighting against a Klingon Raptor. A Raptor escort. That's a pretty decent ship. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was close. I have to try and see if one of them... No, that's a Vorchek class vessel. I really need to heal up. Oh, there we go. Something I'm going to do here while I'm waiting to heal up is... Yes. There. I needed that in there quite well. And we're going to get this just because. That's a battle cruiser. That could be a little bit more difficult to deal with. That one's 11 kilometers away. That's 13 kilometers away. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because I would really like to be able to use my theory of destroying it. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to shoot at this, or shoot at him, until such time that wasn't good. There we go. Okay, this is a little bit more on the good. Well, this one isn't doing too bad, actually. We are taking him down. He's down to 85% now, which is good. I wish that he would be going down sooner, or faster, rather. We got him 20% of his shields are down, and or 20%. Well, it's gone to 17% again. That's not too good. Oh. Oh my. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, going a bit better. I guess that was it. That was all of the Klingons that we had to deal with. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I guess. That's okay. There's just the two. I thought there was going to be more. But then again, I was misinterpreting that based on all of those pockets of Metreon gas have also come up as looking like enemies. So now we're going to depart the system. We're done this mission. And that's it. A couple of things we got to go over with, though. I did start the duty officer missions. Unfortunately, I didn't show you how to get into that. However, you can see this green thing here. Oh, I gotta wait until I collect this reward. Oh, I think I'm gonna get that.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
And now I am level 16, almost level 17. We're gonna go Task Force Hippocrates. There are more reports than usual about Klingon and Gorn attacks along the border of the Federation space. Starfleet has created a task force to patrol the area. Proceed to your assigned coordinates in the Zarantine system and begin patrolling. If you receive any distress signals, you are authorized to do whatever is required to assist. So we've got a career-specific kit reward that's coming our way, energy dampening armor, and the lithium. So there we go. Anyway, back to this. You'll notice I failed one. You can fail these. So collect rewards there, though, and I'll collect rewards there. And can I do any of these? If it's got these little icons here that you see in red up in the corner, it means either there is a there's an officer that is not available, there is supplies that are not available, which oftentimes you can fill those supplies by going to your replicator and replicating whatever you need, whether it's medical supplies or what have you. Or you just full up. You don't, it'll say, nope, don't have enough room. I have tons of room because there's like I've got 13 more open slots for all of that. So anyway, that was that. That was Star Trek Online. Thank you very much for joining me. At least that was Star Trek Online up to level 16. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.